Welcome guys. First of all, congratulations to us that we have hit 60 subscribers. This is an a very special video which I have planned today when we have hit it the subscriber. So in this video, what we are going to do is we are going to do an API integration in our application. I'll uh, I'll show you the very easiest and how you can make an API get and post, how you can make it. Okay, so let's get started. And for this thing, what I'm going to do is uh, we are going to use a fake API so that we can get an API because there is nothing deployed in our server. So we are going to make and we are going to use a fake APIs. Okay, so this is the website fake API store.product. So this is our API. JSON format look likes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and copy this URL, and we will going to fetch the data. Okay, so first of all, before making an API call, let's imagine a very big question. I, okay, just remember one thing: to solve any big problem, it doesn't matter if it is in backend, it is in UI or anything else, like API calls or anything else. Just remember the big question, and then by dividing the big question into smaller parts, use that smaller part question, solve that smallest query first, and then by building the collateral, then you can easily solve that big question. So here what is a big question is how to get an API call, how to get and post an API. Like this is our question which we are going to solve. So before that, let's divide into smaller section, like what is how to get that. First of all, what we're going to need is, first of all, what is our question, how to get an API. Second is how to store that API request. Okay, so to get that API, it is now we have two questions: how to get the API, okay, how to get the data, and where how to store the data. And when we will mix that question, then what is going to happen, we have an API call, which we have an application by which when we will call that app, by which when we will hit that thing, and then it will automatically retrieve the data. So this is a main question. Let's go to the pub.dev and let's see what are the packages for our HTTP request. So let's see, we have like one library is generic HTTP, and another one is DO library. DO is a powerful, yes, it both libraries are good, and it is used for the API calling. Okay, see, it is async and print response. It is also a good uh, way to do this thing. Okay, but for this video, we are going to do is this: we are going to use HTTP package. So for that, let's start coding. And so before that, let's go and let's make an folder, let's say API tutorial. Okay, another API tutorial. First we will create our new project. And okay, and what we are going to do is we are going to Flutter create dot, so it will create a first Flutter application. So at the we don't want to go iOS, let's go to the lib main dot dart. And before that, let's import HTTP. So we'll go to the versions, okay, not versions, installing Flutter pub add HTTP, and we'll paste that thing, and it will automatically add that HTTP. So what I'm going to do is I'll remove all this thing, so we don't want to play along with the one file. I'll have, let's say, home dot dart. Okay, home dot dart, and here I'll import, okay, import package Flutter. Okay, Flutter slash material dot, and I'll have stateful widget here as a home screen. Okay, and home screen. Okay, we will. Okay, this is the most basic part. What we are doing. Home screen, and yep, expected to find work from this area. And okay, at the home, we will have first. Let's start this thing. Let's say center. It will have a child. Okay, wait a second. Child text, and let's say we are going to make an API call. Okay, so let's run this thing. Flutter run -c Chrome. Okay, why I am going to use Chrome? So let's see this course. Okay, see, it is okay. I think there is support. Okay, not this platform support. See, why I'm using Chrome, because it is supported also, like Android supported, iOS supported, Windows supported, Linux, macOS, and web. So I wanted to make things faster, like to show you guys like how to do the API call. And Dio is also a good package. As you can see the scores, we can see that platform support, it also support all the platforms, the Flutter. Okay, so let's go to the, we are going to make an API call. Why is this showing me? Because we have not added a scaffold here. So let's add scaffold. Let's see, add fold, and at the body, now it will not show me this yellow line. Okay, so we are going to make an API call. So this, our UI is ready. Okay, like we are, UI is not ready, we will show you the thing. So before that, uh, our two questions is still remaining. How to make an API call? So let's divide that question, like how we can make it. First of all, how we can make it using an package. This question is solved. And how to make it. So for that we need an model. Okay, model simply means how we can store the data, like in what format we are going to store the data. So most generic type is, we are going to make a model of it, and using that model we will make a list of that model. And by accessing the product, by accessing the list, we are going to show the values, which you can say. Okay, uh, of the API. Okay, what we are going to do is, let's copy all that data, and let's go to dart to JSON, not dart to JSON, not JSON. Okay, and at here I'll just paste all that, okay, data. And let's say I'll write a name to, let's say list of data. Let's make this, and see, it is created me a very good model. So let's copy paste this thing. Let's copy dart code, and I'll create a models. At here I'll create a folder of response, and at the response, okay, before going forward, let's make a request also, request. Okay, at the response we will have let's say response dot, not response, let's say list of response. Let's say this. Okay, and list of is not snake case, so what I'm going to do is, let's make it R. Yep, okay, that's okay. Let's make it in camel case, list of response. I think, yep, it is good. I'll paste all that code, and let's say control S. So our model is ready. Now we are going to show the data. Before showing the data anywhere, let's show the data in our terminal. Okay, we wanted to show data in our terminal. So what we are going to do is, we are going to use http package http http as http. It is how we are using http. Okay, http both the name same. To use that functionality we are going to use http. For an example, it is how it is used. So we are going to use dart convert because why we are using dart convert, uh, because we are converting the dart format into another variable. So let's start coding. What I'm going to do is I'll have a future. First we will make a list because of our list of data, and I'll say empty list because first we will have a list of data as a class name. So for now future, what it will return a list of data. Okay guys, you have to pause for a minute and then we'll start again. Where were we? So what we are going to return is we will return the list of list data, and it is a function. So it will have a get all data and asynchronize. And okay, to make this thing, I'll have one thing. I'll have a try and catch block. Okay, debug print e dot toString. Don't want e dot toString. Oh, okay, this and dollar e better. So what is going to happen? First we will try this block, and then if we got any error, then we will catch the thing. Okay, we will return. Before returning, let's print the response, final response. Okay, here's the thing which I wanted to tell you before making our first request or getting the response. What we are going to do is we will open a postman. At the postman we are going to use this API. Okay, postman is really very good for knowing the architecture of the application. So I'll have a add, and the add what I'm going to do is I'll just paste our fix this part, and let's see what we are going to get the thing. And we will send the data and sending request. Okay, this is the formatted of our list of what which we are getting from the online APIs. Okay, this is the format. So for by the help of postman we can actually see like how the data is shown. Okay, we are getting the ID, title, price, description, category, images, rating, date, and count. Like title, IDs, and multiple things which you are getting from the API. So what we are going to make this, we will print the title, we will get the price, we will get the image, and we will print the category and description also. Let's print all these things, and then we will show in the UI also. Okay, so first what we will do is we will have final response is equals to await http dot get. Okay, let's deep dive what is the error. Okay, let okay, let me explain what is this mean. What we will do is if we get any response, then we will wait till that response is complete or response is completed, and then we will get using the function get, we will get the data from the API. Okay, so at the get, what it will get, that it will have a URI. Okay, URI slash. Okay, so what we'll do is URI dot parse, and at here we will pass the URL of it, and the URL will be a string. So I think this is it. And yep, let's print response. Okay, okay, my bad. Response dot status code, so that we can easily get dot body Okay, and we will return list. Okay, okay, list, so that we will not get any error. But okay, okay. Oh no, don't want to return it. So what we are going to do is, let's do one thing. We will initialize it in it. Okay, it is not a good way to do these things, like it is using an await here. So, and we are initializing it, so full app, if the data is taking so much long to load, so it will automatically lower the speed of rendering. Okay, so it is not recommended, but for this, because it is a very low data, so we will use this type of thing. So let's restart it and wait till our uh, app reload, and let's see. See, congratulations to us, we have now retrieved the data from the API successfully. And this is it, guys. This is how the data from the API is fetched. Okay, here is one more thing which I would like to tell you, that sometimes what happens, that we have to pass some headers also. Headers. Okay, sometimes the headers are provided by the like content type application.json and much more things which we have to pass. For making this thing, you have to talk to the backend developer, like if there are any headers available or not. Or sometimes, for an example, let's say you are making an e-commerce application, and with the help of e-commerce application, there is a token key which automatically generated when the user gets logged in. Okay, so to verify this thing, you have to pass the data in the headers. Okay, so that is the reason why we are having a header. So headers, it will contain something like this. Let's say token, and look, token will be, let's say, this this thing. Let's say this is the token. So what it going to happen, it will when the request will be made, the server, first of all, using the headers, it will automatically check that if the user is validate or not, if the user is valid or not. Okay, and then it will get the data. So this is the use of header. So before making any request, if you are working in a company, then please do contact your backend developer who is providing in the API, that is the header is necessary for this or not. Like sometime header, let's say content and application.json sometimes. Okay, so you have to talk to your backend developer for this. Okay, so for now we have gotten the status ID and all our data in JSON format. So what I'm going to do is, if the response dot status code, though, so like 200, status code can't be set because it's final. Okay, wait a second. Okay, okay, like this. Okay, so before starting any further, so let's deep dive into status code of server, like HTTP. And see, there are multiple status code. 200 to 219 means successful response, and you can see multiple status code. Okay, okay, what we are going to do is, if the status code is 200, it means our request is successful and the data is fetched from the server. It is what it means if the status code is 200. Else what we are going to do is error rate API call. Simple. Okay. We are going to print that error in API call. Please try again later. Please check your backend and URL carefully. Let's see. And what I'm going to do is, let's say this is not an uh, this is not an URL. Which we are going to do is, okay, so let's see this and this and this. Okay, this is the URL. It is not a good URL. Okay, so let's see. See, error in the API call, please check your backend and URL carefully. So this is why else is important. Okay, I'll return it to the generic. What is we need? Okay, simple. What we're going to do is, if the status code is this, we will have a data. Final data. It simply means JSON decode response dot body. Simple. Okay, the data which is coming is this JSON data, but we cannot store that JSON data. Okay, we have to decode the JSON data and then we have to use the data. Okay, so let's I don't want to make thing any complicated, so let's print the data. Okay, let's don't do any further. Let's print the data. There is a slight difference between these two datas. See, the data which is coming from the response dot body and the data which is coming from this, the both are different. See, there is some inverted commas, okay, but in our data there is no inverted commas available. Okay, so what a JSON decode is doing, it is decoding the response of body, like the response body, and it is storing all those things in the data part. Okay, and we are printing the data. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to store all the data in our list. So it's a list is equals to data dot map e dot this. Yes, and as this is the list, as dot to list. Simple. Okay, okay, let's see what is the error here. So a list can't be used because final. Okay, who's made this final? Dot map and to list don't want this, and data dot map, and I wanted data list of data, and let's see, I don't want this, and it's a print return list and print the list, the list. Simple. And list dot length, because we don't want to match these things up to so let's debug print. Okay, and can't be parameter. Okay, what I'm going to do is, I'll say this dollar, okay, not dollar, list dot length. Okay, length is also okay, let's typecast this dot length. Okay, okay, so let's run this and I'll show you what is happening. Okay, if you have any query till now, leave that in the comment section and I'll reply you each and every query which you have till now. So let's explain the line number 23, what is happening. Okay, so the data which is coming from the API, now we are storing the data in the list which is of the model list of data, and using this line, using the map functionality, without using the any for loop, we are mapping all the data which is in the data part in the list. Simple. This is the very straightforward what this line 22 is doing. Okay, so now let, okay, we have successfully done the first two. We have divided first major part of our API call, is that we are going to make an API call and show the data in the terminal. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's show all the data in the screen. And remember, I told you that we are not going to use that get all data in init state. Okay, we are not going to use that init state at all. So what we are going to do is, we are going to make an future builder. Okay, for this, so let's make an future builder. Okay, sometimes see, it is wrapped with a stream builder. It is a builder widget. What I recommend is wrap with a stream builder. And as a stream builder body, just remove all those things. Just say future builder, and the here it will have an, okay, this, and the here it will have a future, and the here it will have, let's say, okay, future simply means, okay, let me remove all those things and let's see, and then we will start again. Future builder, okay, the create a widget that build itself based on the latest snapshot of the interaction with the future. Okay, it means that it will automatically build when the data gets here. Okay, see, if now we are going to pass that parameter get all data here, get all data, and now if the snapshot dot has data, then it will return, let's say, circular progress indicator. Okay, and if else, let's say else, and if it is any problem, we will don't recommend else, sometimes return let's say text, let's say text data, simple, no data, let's say no data. Okay, no data. Okay. Let's run this thing and let's see what is going to happen in our screen. We, by the help of this, we will have a circular progress indicator. That is the reason why we have built this thing. Let's do this thing. Let's say this, if snapshot has not data. Okay, so it will have no data, right? There are multiple things which we can do this, which you can do with the help of this. Okay, okay, now let me do one thing. Let's make the URL different and let's see what is going to happen. It is circular progress indicator. Okay, like it is not, is has data. Okay, I think so this is having certain data. By the help of this, I think so this, error in API call and check a packet, and if that has data, means it is having some data, I think so. Mm, okay, so I think this is it. And now, okay, wait a second. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to make the UI of this part. Okay, return. Let's say, first of all, okay, here's one thing which I wanted to tell you. If you have a if statement, only one if statement, and you wanted to add another else statement, for example, I wanted to add an else statement, it is recommended, or it is sometime, because use that, do not use else statement, because if it is not executed, then return things. Okay, else if you can use this, if the snapshot dot has data, return const error. Okay, let's return list. I want a list view builder, list view builder, item builder. Item builder have like this context and this, and okay, control F, I think so it will have item count. Okay, wait a second, item count, let's say list of length, and by the list of length, okay, and trim wrap with true. And what are the other things which you can do? Primary control, no, we don't want. Reverse no, access no, we don't want anything. And item builder, okay, okay. Also list style, okay, let no return and list style, let return any. Okay, this, no, we don't want this, we don't want this. Let's go to the, okay, let's see what we are going to show. We are going to show title, image, description, and price. Okay, we are going to show this type of things. I'll have a list style of title. Okay, let's me do this thing. This, this, and this. Okay, this is like a typecasting sometimes. Okay, this why it is necessary, because it helps you to don't do anything else. Okay? Like it is not showing me any errors of things. Okay, it's like a null check operation. Yes, null check operation error. This and this, and we do toString, because it will automatically complete with the toString. This and this and this. Okay, we have a title here, we have a subtitle here, leading and trailing, and let's restart and let's see what that's it. Okay, let's see, is there anything else? No data. Why is there no data? Okay, we have gotten the data. See, this is how these things are getting. Okay, we have now successfully fetched the data from the API and showing it on the screen. This is how you can do this type of thing. Okay, but here's one thing which I would like to show you. There is a package which is called cache image. Okay, let's go to the pub.dev and cache network image. Yes, cache network image. We are going to use this package. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this name, not this thing, and at the dependency I'll add this thing, and at the import we will import this thing, and yep, URL does not exist, don't worry, when it will get that package, and then it will automatically solve. Okay, what is the use of this package is that there you can easily see there are images coming, but whenever I restart this thing, let's say let me restart this thing again, so it the images which you are seeing will get downloaded again, okay, it will not store in the cache of your cache memory. Okay, so what does this package does, the cached network image can use directly or through the image provider, both this has okay, wait a second, when you wanted to add the both. Okay, how to work. Okay, this is the cache memory, like it is the simplest thing which you can see is that it store the images the cache memory, so that the image don't get it the images load faster and don't get installed or downloaded again and again. So let's use this thing. I'll have a cache area with network, and here at the leading, I think so, and at the leading I'll have cache network image URL is the string, and I think this is perfect thing. Okay, and let's see. Okay, so let's see what is the cannot hit the render text size. Okay, okay, cache network image required, and I think so height and width, I think you can say. Image URL image builder, no. Okay, we can give an height and width. Let's say height, let's say 50, let's say 50, and let's say width also 50. So I think this is why the exception is. See, this cache image is coming directly through the API, but it is stored in our memory. Okay, why it is used? Okay, so this is what we are going to do. Let's say this and this placeholder. Let's say if the thing is not coming, then progress, I think so, progress. Okay, wait a second. Error widget don't want, we want cache networking. Let's say there is a certain thing which I would like to tell you in this thing. No, we don't want image, no. Okay, progress indicator, I think so, progress indicator, this, download progress, and circular progress indicator, and value is the progress dot indicator. Yes, this is the thing which I would like to tell you. See what is going to happen. Let's see, and let's do one thing. It will show you the progress, like how it is. Okay, let's see what was there. Okay, cannot hit. Okay, I think so. Okay, to solve this issue permanently, what I'll do is I'll remove the effect cover so that it will not do anything else. Sometimes it does happen. Okay, I think so. This is going to happen till. So what I'll do is I'll just extract to the size box, and the height I'll say 50, and at the width, okay, width, and let's say 50, and let's restart it. And I think okay, assertion failed. Assertion failed. Why assertion failed? Mm, placeholder. I think so. This is what this thing. This indicator builder. Let's see. See. Okay. I think so. Placeholder sometimes gets error. So what actually happened is the progress indicator builder have a context URL and the progress. Another circular progress indicator, we can give a value of progress or progress. Okay, what actually happened is it is showing me the progress, like how much it is downloaded in our cache and how it is, okay, how it is stored. Okay, let me restart it, and I think so. See, this type of thing is dynamic. Whenever it get downloaded, it will show you the progress indicator likewise. So guys, this is how you can easily do this, like get thing. Okay, we are getting the request and we are showing it on the screen. So now what we are going to do is we are going to make a post request. Okay, so let's make an post request. For that, I think I have to go to the fakestore.api.com so that we can easily get the post request also. So, okay, fake store API, yes, we don't want to do this. We will have a post request. Okay, post product. Why is the thing is product? Okay, all okay. We don't want get. We only want product, and let's see if we can easily get the thing. Let's say products. Okay, this is the cat thing. Okay. Okay, get is also products and post is also products. How? Products one, no, the put, we don't want put. Okay, let's fake API. Let's okay, JSON placeholder, free fake APIs, and let's see, JSON placeholder, does it support a post thing? Okay, post. Okay, let's see this and this. Let's see what is okay. Uh, Let me call it in the postman and let's see what is going to happen. So what I'll do is I'll just have this part, and here I'll have a post method, and the post, let me just send the request and it will, okay, ID 101. Okay, it will have only ID which is required to go, and okay, let's give an ID, let's say value like 202, and let's see what is going to happen. Nothing goes. Body is nothing, header is nothing, dot post. This. Okay, posts. Okay, Okay, is the thing. Uh, okay, sometime. Okay, whenever we will hit that thing, it will show us the ID, and I think so. This is what does the post things does. Okay, so okay, why it is showing me an 101 ID. I think it is showing me an okay. Okay, it is showing me I think the length of the IDs. I don't know. ID 101. I don't. Let's raw form data. We don't have any key, so let's say ID is the key, and we'll value let's say 2, and just send. I think there is some issue in our post. We'll use our data now. Then the script. Okay, user ID. We don't want user ID. Let's. Okay, this is the I think the get to fetch the data. Okay, JSON with 6 comments. So suppose okay comments album photo to do. Okay, okay. Uh, dummy API for post value for post only for post person. Get okay okay so output okay get all post and then we will get single post. Okay, his mother and okay this is perfect. Okay, so 30 items. Okay, we only want one item so that okay we have get the API. What we are going to do is what I'll do is I'll just copy this thing and paste it in the postman so that how you should do it like and paste it and it's a send. Okay, this is cannot post. Why we cannot post? Okay, we are giving the ID. That is the only reason why it is showing negative ID. Post, please post it. Okay, it should work. I don't know why it is not working. Let's see. Let's move this and post and it's a send. I think so. This is not working for us. Parameters are passing. No, we are not passing. Address we are not passing. Body we are not passing anything. And why we are getting this thing? Cannot post. Okay, there is slightly error. We have to do a slight tag. Okay, so what is we have get the URL now. Whenever we will hit this UI, this URL, and then we will automatically get that result in our screen, and using the result we can easily see that thing. So what I'll do is I'll just post let's say /1. Okay, /1 and let's see if this going to work. Okay, /1 slash I think so. Okay, this is how it works. So one slash is needed. I don't think that they should add some slash also here. I think so. What language does this use? I think JavaScript. I think so. So let's not go any JavaScript thing. We don't want to go either. So what going to happen is whenever if I call this part, this is the what's a JSON which we are going to show. Okay, let's copy this model and we will get the model. Okay, because this data is coming whenever we are posting, right? So let's go to the JSON to dart. Where is the JSON dart? I think so. let's say JSON to Dart, and let's say this, and let's Dart name, let's say post request, let's say request. I'm not good with variables. Copy data to copy data to clipboard, and at the request we will have a new file, let's say a list of requests dot and here I'll paste all these things. Okay, we have got the list of posts. Okay. So from now what I'm going to do is we are going to make a new separate file so that we can easily do this thing. So I'll have make a new file, let's say home one dot art, and import material stf, and let's say home, let's say okay, I'm not going to. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'll copy paste some materials here, like we will have uh, these type of things, and here, and we will not have a list of data. We will have what is a class name, post request. Okay, post request, and here I'll have a post request, this, this, and this. Import material. Okay, materials also includes that. Import package as http as http, and import dot convert. Okay, those are things. Okay, http dot what, let me do one thing. Let me remove all the code, and let's uh, final response. I think so. Final response is okay. Final response is equals to await http dot post. Okay, post also need URI dot parse, so that we can easily pass this in URI dot parse, and here we will paste that URL. From here we will paste the URL, and now we can easily get the data. Okay, let's before that let's print the response dot status code. That's the status code, and I don't want to do anything like haptic. So what I'll do is I'll say init state, and at the init I'll have a get all data. Okay, get all post, let's say. Okay, post all data, let's say post all data. Okay, okay, we don't. Okay, post all data, and let's say the main dot we will say home one. Okay, and let's restart it and let's see what is going to happen. Okay, nothing happens. Okay, status code is 200 means that API is working correctly. So let's print the response dot response dot body, and let's see what is going to happen. It will have, okay, we have got all the data. Okay, so okay, we have a multiple data. Okay, why does, okay, when you post those things, for an example, why do you post the data? The reason why you post the data is sometime, for an example, let's say you have a particular ID which you wanted to send to the server, let's say, and here we will have that ID. Say we will have an ID of string string, let's say ID, and here we will have a header. Okay, I think so header is allowed. Wait a second. Body, yes, body. Okay, body ID is, let's wait a second, let me show you. Okay, we don't want this right now. Let's show how we are going to get it. Okay, I think so. There is not a concept of this thing. Okay, for an example, let's suppose, let me just show you an API. Let's say this, and I think so. Okay, I'll do the thing. Let's say this is okay. This is not a okay. This is also not a good. Not this, not this. Let's mm, post login. Okay, wait a second. Let me just show you a very good. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, let's say this is the okay. This is the data which you have to send when you are making an API call. So this is the JSON data which you have to always share. So what I'll do is I'll just copy paste all those things, and here at the body I'll paste these things. And whenever you need an item ID, what we will do is we'll have a ID here. So at here, what I'll do is ID. Simple, the ID is included. Okay. So this is how you can do this thing. We have to pass the parameter at the body so that you can easily do this thing. Okay, you can easily send your data which you wanted to send to the server. Okay, it is simply and post sequence. Whenever we will click that thing, and then it will automatically go to the server. Okay, what I'll do is I'll just do one thing, dollar ID. It will automatically procrastinate, or what you can say, it will automatically send that data, and it will automatically get the test, okay, of ID which you are going to show. I think the ID is needed when we are doing this thing. Yes, ID is needed, I think so. Wait a second. Yes, ID is needed, and I think so. This is how it should work. Wait a second. Okay, always double check that this type of things are working or not. Always double check. Double checking is important. Okay, and this, we are here. Okay, we are not here. Let me make another thing. Okay, here, and the we are posting it, and let's say we will put 2 slash, let's send it, and it will show me that it, okay, nice. The response will have all the data. Okay. Okay, here's one thing which I will tell you. Suppose the response is not coming, it will only showing me 200. So we are not going to require 200. Like, it is giving me this data. This is sometime important, but sometime thing is the response which is coming is, let's say status code is 200. Let's say this is it is returning status code is 200, but we are not going to use this thing. What at that moment of time, what I'll do is I'll just only use this await http.post. It will send my data whichever you wanted to send, but it will not store any data. Okay, so but now in this case we are storing this data. Okay, what I'll do is very generic thing, what we have built or what we have did till now. Response, not this mounted. No, we are not going to use the mounted thing. Response was equals to 200. I'll have this thing. Okay, post equals the data, perfect thing. Okay. So from now I'll have two things. First of all, what is we want is that whenever we press the button, we will have three things. First is a text form field where we will give that ID. Okay, another is a button so that it will trigger the thing. Third is the list view dot builder, because it is getting the data and it automatically, okay, future builder. Okay, future builder, and then it will show me the data. Okay, scaffold, and let's say I'll have a body, not the background column, background body. Let's say column, let's say it will have a text, not this children, text field, Okay, text field required controller, right? Okay, I'll have a controller over here of text editing controller. It's a text editing controller, that's it. And here it will have a controller and the text editing controller. Okay, perfect. At the text field, after that we will need a elevated button. Let's say on pressed. Let's say on pressed. We don't want to do anything. An icon, we don't want to show any icon. Let's say text and let's say submit. Simple. Okay, submit. Okay, and at here I'll simply have asynchronous function because it will wait till this thing will happen. It will have a await post all data, and yeah, perfect. So let's restart and let's see how this thing is looking. Okay, well, let's say I'll add 2 and let's say submit. It is showing me an instance. Okay, expected 2, and so there is some error in this. List dot length. Let's just go to map.e. Okay, let's see. Okay, okay, post of this thing. Okay, it will have a post data of posts, and I think so this will work now. Let's say 1 and submit. Instance of map, no such method. Instance running post request. Okay. Okay, okay, I think so there is something which I am missing. Is that, let's say, add 1 dash, we are getting this, but whenever if I add nothing, we are getting this. Okay, here's the thing which I have ignored, but it should not be ignored. See, if I do this thing, let's say I do this thing and restart it, and even though if I add anything, it doesn't matter. It show me length. Okay, because list is coming. Let's see. Let's say print list. Okay, and if I restart it, and it will, if I add submit. Okay, I have to add something. Okay, let's see. It is the 30 things, okay, which is coming. But here what is happening is we are giving we are getting the list, but the thing is we are getting the list of other things. See, it is a total list which is coming, and it is totally acceptable which and storing in our list. The proof of this thing is that instance is creating. Okay, but whenever we are giving any value to it, the JSON format which is coming from the API is totally different. So what to overcome this thing, what we have to do is we have to do this thing, generate dart, and we will have to change the model, and then it will automatically do our thing. Okay, so list of requests, and say this and this and home one, and if I pass, okay, this thing, this, and wait a second, and if I do this now, let's add 1 and submit. Okay, okay. There is some slight error. I think the post request is changed, right? Mm. This dot length should be expected to, but actually found one. Okay. ID is we are getting the reactions. Let's see list of requests which we are going to get. I think this model is good. So let me uh, um, cannot post. Okay, wait a second. If I do this thing, it is giving right. Okay, we are giving the ID, but why it is not typecasting? Let's add, let's say 2 and submit. Okay, instance of JSON map, but incorrect message method. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'll just say print data. Let's see what is we are getting. Okay, so that we can easily make our decisions correctly. Either the submit, we will have submit, and let's see. Okay, the data which is getting is correct. The data which we are getting is perfectly fine. So what I'll do is I'll just copy, and I think so there is some slight mistake at our side. Post, copy to clipboard, the post request, control this, and this list of post requests, and I think the post request is this which we have made. Let's just store on the map of post requests is stored. I think that this should work. This must work. Okay, I think there is some problem with the map thing. There are map and a tool list. I think so. Let me like this. What this? Okay. Dot list. It will have a data dot map, a map of post request, and at the post request it will have, let's say, JSON. JSON is simply a name. You can put any name. Let's say you can put subscribers. Let's say because you have is a success subscriber. It will have a post request dot from JSON. It will have a JSON dot to list. Let's see if this is going to work or not. Instance of JSON map, but we are going to print. Okay, let's do print this thing. Okay, what I'll do is I'll just do one thing. I think so. This is what I'm creating an issue. No such method map dot convert. What are the other things which sampling? what I'll do is I just don't have any ID, and here I just don't want to do anything, just return me the data. Okay, so I think so. I do have to use. I'll do one thing. I'll just say run and debug, but in the Chrome, and run and debug so that it will caught an exception which is occurring. I think so. This is the way we. This is the way which you can do this thing. Window data. Okay, don't worry. This is not going to happen anything. Mm, since it is running, so what are the next thing which I was going to think is that we will get that ID, and when we submit, it will show me the list of that thing. Let's say submit, and let's see what is. Okay, I'll have all exceptions. I want to caught all exceptions, that I don't want to miss any exceptions which is coming. Okay, this code is not okay, this thing is having an exception expected to, and let's see what is thing. Mm, mm, mm. Why it is showing me this error? Why are expected into things? Mm, let's do one thing. Let's ask ChatGPT. Bard. Sorry, Bard. Okay, this is what we are going. Mm, I think that there is some error in. But there must not be an error. Let's wait, because mm, okay, okay, okay. If this is the case, then what I'll do is I'll just remove this thing. Let's try again. Okay. Okay, the expected value of list string and dynamic. Okay, okay. It is expecting a value of string and dynamic, but we are not giving it any value. Okay, I think this is why the error is coming. Okay, post request and list of post request. I think so. This is why it's showing me an error. I think it should not show me an error right now. Okay, let's swing, but not. Okay, this is taking forever. I think so. I have made a very silly mistake somewhere else. So, what I'll do is I'll just do one thing. Let's not take this. because it is taking forever of my time to do this thing. So how, like, I think you get the knowledge of get. So let's see post in Flutter, because it will post in HTTP in Flutter. Let's say, okay, send data, because it will give me an URL of this thing. HTTP dot post. Let's say post HTTP dot post. Okay, this is the thing which, okay, dot convert and sending data. So okay, what I'll do is I'll just copy paste this thing, and then I'll just explain what else happening. Okay, main dot dart, we don't want my main dot dart. Okay, child build, and let's see, let's copy paste all this thing in main dot dart. Okay, and let's restart it. Let's enter title, let's say Flutter, create data, Flutter. Okay, let me explain what is happening here. Here we have created a model. Okay, first of all, let's go to the http.post. http.post. Okay, here what is happening is we are future of album. We are returning an album. See, we are returning from JSON as map and string. Here we are passing headers. Body, we are passing the title. Okay, we are passing the title of it, and by the when we are passing the title, it automatically return the title of it. So to clarify this thing, so what I'll do is I'll just copy this thing, and the postman, I'll just do this thing. The body, it will have a, let's say, form data, and at the body it will have a, let's say, title, and the title, let's say I put Raman, and it will automatically return, it should return ID 101. Why it is okay, headers is also important. I forgot about that. Headers is also important. Sorry. Value is this. See, that is the reason why you should always talk to your backend developer. If you have any backend developer with you, then it will automatically solve those things. Okay. I think so. There is okay. What is going to return is it is going to return the title. Okay. If this is the status code is 201, it will return this thing, response.body exception failed to create album. Album is the model by which we are storing. Okay. Simply it is the main function. Okay. Text editing controller. Simply the text editing controller is needed for uh, to get the data. Okay. At here alignment center, if the child album is equal to null, then build column, else build feature builder. Okay. What is happening is if the child column is null. Oh, wait a second, let's go back. If the child column is null, okay, means this thing is null, future album is null. then it will go to the build column, else it will go to the build future. The build column simply means enter title and enter data. Okay, at the enter data we are creating in controller.text, and at that, if we are getting the feature builder, then it is showing me the data which is coming from the API. So this is how you can make API call. Okay, so to get to our home, what you will do is at the material, where is the material thing? Okay, home material app, the home, rather than go to the scaffold, just go to the home home screen, and you will easily navigate it to API tutorial page where we are getting the data. Okay, so this is it. It is I think so it is a pretty long video from my side, and I just started this format so that we can easily get the data from the API, and you can easily show the data in your application or UI. So the post might be some having some issues from my side. I'll just figure it out how it should be done. Like I know how it should be done, but it's not coming right now. So okay, if you're watching till now, comment bottom if you have any query till now, and comment that yes I have, say yes, comment down any message which you'd like to share with me. And if if uh, there is certain thoughts which I want to share with you, that this is the live programming which I'm thinking to start, that you can easily see that how the app should build, how it should run, and how it should like it is live code with, let's say, live code with Raman, let's say. So this is the video format of live code with Raman. So whenever if I get any time in future, what we will do is we will make a streaming thing so that we can easily make the thing in the live part. Okay, so this is what message I wanted to convey. So if you have any query and if you like my idea, please thumbs up and comment it down that yes I like your idea, and anything else which you want to comment. So if you have any query till now, please do like share, please do let me know via my LinkedIn account. Let me just show you my LinkedIn. Okay, this is my LinkedIn. If you have any query till now, or you want to connect with me, you can drop a message, and I'm pretty much active with the LinkedIn. So yep, that is it for my side. If you have any query till now, please do let me know. And congratulations again for 60 subscribers. I'm very much happy. And see ya, have a good day, keep learning, keep exploring, and bye bye guys. I it Video is almost 1 hour, but I wanted to make sure that everything should be in the good state, so that you can at the end of the day you will get to know how the API is getting calling, or how it is things are working out. Okay, and remember the API call and post thing are very simple. Once you have any hands-on practice, then you will easily do these type of things. It is not a very hard game which you can't think, which you can't conquer. It is a very simple thing. So this is it for my side. If you have any query till now, or anything else which you wanted to discuss with me, you can reach me out to the LinkedIn. And see, have a good day, keep learning, keep exploring, and bye bye.